Here we go. Okay, I'm here. Sadek, you came over. Hello. All right. Sorry, guys, I was running late because I needed to cook and clean while I can. Sadek knows, but yep. Well, I was having a good day. Oops. I needed to.
Sorry, I dropped my thingy.
Your thingy.
The headset thing.
The microphone?
Yeah,
How are you dropping your microphone?
because I was taking it off the charging cord
Oh.
and I had it off my head.
You mean the headset?
Dropped. Well, all of it.
The headset.
Really.
She dropped everything. I forgot that gives me like 20 books. Yeah, I gotta do what I can for now. Cause soon... There's BMO. Well, I'll know on Thursday, but I suspect soon I will not be able to wash dishes. No, I'll probably lose my use of my right arm for a bit.
You're catching what?
What am I catching? Oh, I can't hear BMO.
Throat is already scratchy, but I'm gonna go head out in the shed and get the grawl. So I'll be back in a second. I gotta go out there and get Buckley's.
Oh, the headset. Yeah. Are you're catching the COVID again?
It's not COVID. It's rhinovirus.
Please be careful. That thing is dangerous too.
I know. Oh man,
BMO has really bad luck when it comes to colds and flus. I don't know if they can hear you still.
But I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go out there and get Buckley's and keep that next to me.
Sure.
Because it got rid of the last thing I had, so in like a few days,
There we
so
go.
I'll be fine.
Okay, I was just grabbing some login stuff here. Stay away from the rhinos. Yes, no rhinos. I agree. We don't like rhinos. I'm not a fan of being run over anyways, so I think that's fair, right? I'm not going to the new location yet. Because I am that kind of person who has to finish what they're working on first. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh. That's so sad that that many books does nothing. Alright, where are you? New mail? Lies. There's no new mail. Is that correct? Yes. We're gonna work on some Fontaine. Yeah, knock on wood. I haven't gotten sick yet, so... I think, Megan, you did, right? You had something briefly.
I had a bit of the stomach flu, but I mean, that's very normal for me. My stomach hits me at the best of times.
I don't think I've ever had the stomach flu.
Oh, it's not fun.
I have like a food allergy, but never like what I thought was the stomach flu definitely was my food allergy.
Huh.
Continue asking around.
Isn't that Vidoc over there? Huh. Is it just Paimon, or are there fewer people than usual here today?
I feel like people are gonna jump me.
Ah. Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work. Seems you're getting into the swing of things around here. Impressive.
I should have said I'm planning to
Very
be the next Duke
impressive.
just to be a butt.
So, now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
If that's what you want to know,
We've already
I
broken
guess you
2?
couldn't have come at a better time.
Huh? What do you mean it's a good time?
Because he's gonna try to grab us.
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone. I wouldn't want them listening in without paying up.
We get it. Just tell us already.
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there.
Something even more terrible? Like what?
Like the way out?
A group of cannibals.
Oh, pff.
Cannibals?
Ha!
In the Fortress of Meripy?
I doubt it.
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of
In the
night.
prison.
Mm-hmm.
Rumor has it they might be connected to the people that have disappeared
fun.
here.
I highly doubt that somebody ate child.
What's even scarier is that they have a special proclivity. Since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms. So that's what's going on here. Oh.
You two look pretty skeptical.
I'm skeptical.
No matter. Learning the truth behind dark secrets isn't necessarily a good thing. I've got things to do too. I suggest you just act like I never told you anything.
They did a really good job with this character to make him look really creepy with his eyes.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh entombed here for all eternity? Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh.
I still
You
have
know,
weapons.
Paimon does feel a little better about it now.
So far, our hidden
When will
rules
all the secrets end?
just was weird blue food, and a red drink that we didn't drink, and we didn't eat the food either. I still think it's ironic that I'm running around a Sino in prison. I see a collectible item here for a second.
Vidok isn't here, but the guys who went to work in the morning are back. Let's go ask them.
Okay.
Just stay away from me.
Okay.
What? What are you saying? You shouldn't go around saying stuff like that.
I want to know what I said too. What did you know about the hidden rules?
What are you talking about? Listen, you should keep your nose out of other people's business.
What a grumpy butt.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us. But if they're being so obvious about acting weirdly, do you think they might just be trying to lure us in? Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon. So you mean we still need to investigate some more? Okay, if you say so.
I'm pretty sure you get out of prison through the pipes, but that's just me. Looks like I need to go up. Can I go up? For some reason, this feels like I can't go up. No, I should still be able to go up. Alright, I just need to find a way up. In the meantime, oh look. This. That's down. That's weird. I hate when they do that. It's too fast. It's just not enough to scratch my itch nowhere near enough. Oh boy. Wait, what else do you have to say? That's so weird. He seems so out of place. You still there, Megan?
Yep.
Okay. I just found an eremite in the Fortress of Meropide. It was weird. Characters stand funny. They all stand with their hips jutting forward. It's very strange.
Keep up.
The girls don't do it, but I don't think you can...
I'm fine.
Oh no, they actually do a little bit. I'm gonna talk to the guy who's grouchy at us all the time.
Hello, Fielding.
What do you want? Criminals like you ought to be working right now. Catch my drift.
He's so grumpy.
We just want to ask you a simple question.
Okay.
Have you ever discovered anything odd during your nighttime patrols?
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night isn't your concern. All you need to worry about is getting enough sleep.
Well... Right! We've heard it happens a few times every month. Paimon has sensitive ears, so it makes it hard to sleep.
Really? I see. But it's not like I'm on duty every night. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe cleaning days. Lots of us don't willingly take those shifts.
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning days?
And they just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month, and it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You can try to confirm the sounds tonight if you want, and if they're real, then I can report the issue to my superiors for you.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep both ears out tonight.
Now, if that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though. Even if I'm not on duty tonight, someone will still be watching you.
Don't worry, we don't want any time added to our sentences.
He's so
You're
grumpy but nice at the
So
same
what do you
time. I'm
think about the
confused.
pipe cleaning days he mentioned.
Might be the days when the cannibals are active. Yeah.
Right, both are a possibility. But Fielding did say that tonight is a cleaning night. Paimon knew you would say that. Alright, sounds like we'll be up all night tonight then.
Yep. All night long. What am I gonna do? Go to my room and pretend to go to sleep? Rest until night. Okay. We shall wait.
Oh, I'm so tired. But we can't sleep.
She did a good
yet.
job of that.
The pipes tonight, so it's the perfect chance for us to investigate. Whatever. Just be sure to wake Paimon if she dozes off. Paimon's worried something might happen if you go alone.
Traveler's dozing too.
Traveler,
The
did you fall
bitch.
asleep already?
Wow. Rude.
So, just a heads up, Megan. That fucking thing you need to kill for Cloud Retainer is a bitch. Bring Nuvillette.
Okay.
My Nuvillette team wiped the fucking floor with that motherfucker. I even got the achievement that's part of it already.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh.
Child is being sneaky.
Snicky schnick.
Wait, it's like one of his qualities that he doesn't seem to usually have. But apparently you can be sneaky.
Oh, I need to go back to running around here with Zhongli. It's just, it's a must.
Okay, so he met up with the 3 people, and they clearly know each other. Inside an old pipe.
Oh, you're at that point in the story. Okay.
And then he went away. And there was a noise. And there's a ladder. I see the ladder.
Frieza, I'm sorry. My feet need to go there, and your feet, and not your feet, your ass is in my way.
Oh, it looks like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time? Really? So we're finally starting to figure out what actually happened. But what about the cannibals? How do you explain them?
There's no cannibals.
Okay, well it's about time for us to get moving. Just be careful to avoid the patrolling guards.
It wouldn't make sense anyways, because if the fortress has been around that long, you would think that they would have, you know, figured it out by now.
Nope, cannibals.
And cannibals are not real.
Cannibals.
Cannibals
Careful.
are real.
We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us.
Kind of.
There's no kind of, they're real. People eat people.
Hey, not this way. We need to get to that pipe, remember?
But it seemed to be that way, Paimon. Why are you so mean? Well, cannibals are... sort of real. But not in the sense that you are thinking. And generally, you don't live long if you're cannibal.
I mean, I'm pretty sure their entire diet does not consist of people.
This is true. And you have to... Most people don't know, but there are places where being a cannibal isn't actually being a cannibal, but we call it that because human remains are consumed. But not in the same sense. Wow.
What? I know you. You were the ones we saw.
Hey, look, there's a frog there.
You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
No.
You better leave now. Ain't
Can't.
nobody coming here to save you.
Oh, you fucking cocksucking
What'd you say?
fucking... Yes, Osmanthus wine, Zhongli. I know.
Yeah, so what if they were? If you push us, we can make those rumors a reality at any
How on
time.
earth are you laying down? Because
Hey,
I'm seeing a lot of
what's the
fuzz
point
and
of
it
all
does not
those
make sense
rumors
with your
anyway?
body.
What exactly are you trying to do?
Oh, that makes sense. You're laying on your
I don't have
okay.
to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dormitories, and act like you never saw anything, then I'll pretend that you never showed up here.
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here. Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Haha! I knew it.
Do
Bah!
you know our boss?
But
Ha! that they that they're connected to Child somehow, these 3 guys.
Oh, we had no idea our boss was such a big deal. He always kept his identity a secret. So, did he have you come here to find us?
Oh, so you're Child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you those exact same words after that... All right. I guess that's proof enough for me. I believe you.
Alexis, you look old.
Those dreams of yours sure come in handy.
They're not very nice to people who are
Been in
like,
the business for a while, and would always give him a hard
I would say
time when
probably
first
like
came to the fortress
mid-30s.
of America.
Ah! It's like you were waiting.
But here in the fortress, the strong will always earn respect.
Hmm.
He was working the longest hours and racking
just
up
gonna move
roses
this.
in the pancreation ring.
That's
You could
better.
always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson.
Oh, that was weird.
So eventually, we all decided to follow him.
Hmm.
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again.
Oh, is he
As
talking
his
about the
crew,
abyss?
If the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done.
I wonder if he's
So,
talking about the
I
abyss.
got to work and used the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule. We just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. Wow, it sure is easy to exploit people's fear of the unknown. But has a child already escaped? Why are you all
Where
still
is
coming
this
here
thing?
after pipe cleaning day?
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end.
Dun dun dun.
It leads
there
to an
it is.
abandoned factory
think,
area,
no?
and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea,
gonna
we're
collect the
still
rock
way too
formation.
deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive.
Unless you're
But
me and can breathe
Boss still
underwater.
insisted on going in. It's like he was obsessed about it. So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone.
Huh.
And that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole thing up.
So you come and wait here through the night a few times a month just because of that promise?
Yeah, but it's been so long now. We already know in our hearts that he must have managed to escape somehow.
Maybe he got
Possible
stuck.
that something unfortunate happened to him?
Maybe.
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down. It's one thing we know for sure.
We defeated him.
Pineapple's just brainstorming possibilities.
If you put me, Ruby, and Megan together with him, he doesn't just get beaten. He gets the floor wiped with him. Well, like, the three guys are like, nothing can defeat Boss. Nothing's ever defeated him. I'm like, I did defeat him, though.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure for like a whole year there I was trouncing him.
Alright.
I have
Keep
Zhao
quiet
and
almost
follow us.
triple crown because I have him beat up. I have Zhao almost triple crowned and Zhongli almost triple crowned. Both of them require pieces of child.
Pieces
wanted
of
to,
child.
I could probably triple crown child because I have enough pieces of himself.
You could make a whole child out of him.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that was needed. It had to happen.
That poor guy, he's like one of
Frog.
the easiest bosses, sad face.
I don't know. I can defeat Duvall in like
The way
a
up from
minute.
here has been sealed off.
The only
It's
reason Duvall
impossible
takes
to
so
get
long
through.
is because I need him
Boss
to
left by
attack
going down
so
from
I can
here.
break his shield.
It wasn't
Yeah.
full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
It's okay, I can breathe
Got
underwater.
trapped by the water?
No.
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
Really? Then have him come investigate. Pronto.
Oh,
Just
did I
be sure to
Fuck,
tell
I
us if
just
you
cleared
get any
all
news
of
about
those.
Boss.
It's getting late. We should leave before the guards come this way.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what happened to Child here. Let's get going.
Wait, what? Come on. Well, that was a cop-out. I wanted to go down into the water. I'm not allowed to do that.
We finally learned some key information. Seems all of our investigative work has finally started to pay off.
Oh, there it is.
When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? If we ask Linny, he'll definitely have Fremine help us. Ugh. Why is Child like this? What was he doing going into the pipes? Not making our jobs easier, that's for sure.
Child never makes anything easier.
It seems like it's only a matter of time now before we find out what really happened. Now that we can finally relax, I'm starting to feel super sleepy. Let's try to get some rest while we still can. Nighty-night, traveler!
Spin, Zhao, spin!
I could get a wish for that.
It's morning already? Oh, Paimon still needs more sleep.
I feel like that every morning.
Huh? Wait, look over there.
I feel feel like there has to be more than... Oh, there.
It's one of Linny's cards! Let Paimon see what's written on it! Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day off today, which makes it the perfect time to do some investigating. It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Let's meet at our usual spot in the factory area before lunchtime. I have new information. Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off.
So we're gonna go to the factory area on our day off. That doesn't look weird.
From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. Wonder what he's discovered.
Do you know how happy I am that they put
We still
auto
have some
ad
time before we
for
meet
the
up.
fucking
Let's
books
talk with the people here
on
for
the
a bit more
goddamn
before we
fucking
go.
game?
What do you mean?
For
For
leveling
when you're
up and
leveling
stuff?
people up.
Hmm.
Yeah. That is handy.
What do you mean by auto ad?
Instead of
Oh, like just, oh, I see.
yeah, you can do like auto level or whatever.
Learn something new. I just didn't notice it because I just don't spend a lot of time doing that yet. Oh, my commission is done. Let me out. There we go. We got this one done. Oh, look, I got 3 more books. Ugh. Chapter 4, Act 4. We'll claim rewards later, but we'll get this one. Then we do back to here. I'm trying to finish Sucrose. Okay. We have to go down. This place is so big. I could just teleport, I guess, but eh. I do like jumping down off of this, too. Just because I can. Oh! I didn't hit the button fast enough.
Did you almost kill Sino?
Yeah, he did a big ouch.
I killed Chongli earlier, don't worry.
Where's our usual place, though? That's the food place. Maybe it's over here. We'll go to this one. Oh, it doesn't even matter. It just says investigate freely.
Hey, you over there?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You
Oh, what the
TCG
hell?
players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Hey, come on now.
Kayla does
What's
not
wrong
like
with finding
Buckley's.
fellow
Nemo!
invocation
Nobody likes
aficionados?
Buckley's.
Anyway, care to
I
join me
gave
for
her
a game?
just a teaspoon because I wanted to see how she was going to react to it.
Ah,
And
all
she
right.
kept sniffing
no
it. I
pressure.
said, quit smelling and just taste it.
But why would you
What
be
the hell
looking
is
for
it?
people to play Genius Invocation
It
in a place
works.
like this?
It
Don't
smells
people
like
usually come
vapor
here to
rub.
fight?
I understand that. It's going to work.
Whether you're
That's how
throwing
it called
down
me.
cards or
She took the
throwing
first dose
punches,
and she
it's
said, oh my
all a
god, it's
competition,
salty.
isn't it?
Salty wasn't a flavor
all
I
the same in
figured,
my
but
eyes.
okay. And she took it. So.
Hello, Boo.
Hello.
There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi. Sure.
Great!
Actually, I'll have to do
Since
the
you've been
cooking.
here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
Trying to
I
guess
thought you
whether or
would
not
have already
Warrior
heard
I
down.
everything by now.
haven't pulled Gaming yet,
All right,
and I
then.
do want to
Did you have
pull
anything
him.
specific in mind? Or do you want
He's
me
fun.
to
Better to
pick
be
a
up there.
topic?
I'm wondering if I should pull on Cloud Retainer
Why
again to
don't you
try to
pick?
see if I can get
We'll
her
let you
C1
know
or
if we've heard it
Nikita.
already.
You in Genshin?
Yes.
All right.
There's a new area in
Any
Genshin.
Strange rumors since you've arrived?
Oh.
You were here
And
yesterday.
did you know that
when I
there
was
are
in this
some
area.
people who are always
Was?
gossiping over in the corner?
Yeah.
There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corners gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto, and the skinny one is Lavaru.
Quisto.
People call them the Bombshell Bros. I never really
Interesting.
found their gossip very mind-blowing. It's
You know
pretty
what?
much
Let's do
just the
it.
same stuff that I hear about when I'm at
I
work
did a
every
single
day.
wish.
If you're interested, you can go
I
talk
did that
with
by
them.
accident.
They
Alright.
tend to talk a lot of nonsense, but
Temple.
they aren't exactly bad.
Good to know.
Come
Do
on,
you have
just give me
anything else to
Goming so I
tell
can just give up.
Let me
It's not
think.
gonna happen.
Sounds like you want to hear
That's
something a little
Farazan.
more tantalizing.
Farazan.
Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
I had a feeling he was.
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
No. No, Dave.
That's right.
Try again.
The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing
2
some crime.
Farazans. My fucking
knows
god,
how he
I
ended
got
up rising
2
up
of
to
the
become the
same
warden now.
motherfucking son.
Clearly, you need to C6 her.
Clearly.
To
The
go
best
from an
part was,
ordinary
I
inmate to
never
becoming
pulled
the
for her
manager
in
of
her
the whole
initial
place?
launch summon because
Not
I
gonna
was
lie,
saving for somebody
I kinda
else.
respect that. A forbidden zone?
I only got her because of an event.
Sounds like something that someone just made up.
Because of the Sumeru
never
event
heard of
last
that.
year, the
Where did you
Darshan
hear
competition.
about it?
I
So
missed
for
out
a
on
character
that.
that I did not
But
have,
no
I now
worries
have.
if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
She didn't get him still.
Anything else? Not that I can think of. But I'll
She's
be sure
gonna
to
be
tell
using
you
all her
anything
private
interesting I
gems
hear
just
next
to get
time.
him.
You'll have to play a game of communication with me first, though.
Granted, like,
I have to
I
play.
build pity for the next thing.
I'm not playing TCG right now. I barely know the rules. Oh, there's something to collect there.
Oh my god, it's gold.
QQ.
What'd you get?
I don't know.
She doesn't want to look.
Slow. What the hell?
Naida! C1
Yay.
bitches. Watch me not get coming. It's fucking Noel.
But do you get a wish
Aw.
back? She sounds like she's dying.
Look, there are some people talking
It's
over
Ruby.
there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
Isn't she always dying?
I just have one wish right now. That's all I've got. We're gonna listen to a conversation.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Ugh.
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Yeah, but why are you yelling, sir?
You think you're special or something?
I wanted
If
gaming.
you hear
Gaming.
you're just a convict like the
It
rest
says
of us.
gaming.
It's
I've heard
spelled
that
the
even
same
if you're
way.
released after serving your sentence,
It's where the
your
inflections
life
are.
on the surface ain't any better.
I don't have enough to do another
Once a
10.
criminal, always a criminal.
What
And
a
most of
shame.
life.
So I have to do singles.
I don't buy
What
that.
a shame.
She's not gonna do it.
How cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to
You
start
got
over from
this.
nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater you
Sometimes the
spewing?
4
I have
stars are harder
family
to
up
pull than
there.
the 5
You best
stars.
shut your
No,
sewer hole with talk like
I
that.
like
How does that guy have a family? All he's doing is screaming.
Freed Farina trying to get the bloody
I've
4
heard
star.
that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me.
I don't
Who
even
wants
know
to
how
live in
that
the
happened.
ruddy overworld anyway.
Okay, last one. Okay, it's purple. Come on, for fuck's sakes.
Ah!
Oh, it's a fucking bow.
No.
I don't even
What a
get that.
shame.
That is a fucking shame, man.
Ugh.
Well, Nahida's C1. The only reason I pulled for her because it's actually
Yeah,
a
sleep
really
better.
excellent C1. So it's when her
Yeah.
Shrine of
And what
Maya
makes
is
you
unleashed
think
from
they'd
her
want
ult.
to hire someone
The
like
elemental
you?
type of the party members being
That's
tabulated.
one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as
The
you
count
is so
will add
confident.
1 to the number of pyro, electro, or
Whoa.
hydro, respectively.
Sounds like they're
So
really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or
all the different
underworld
cloud
when we were
containers, it
living
gives
up
her
there.
one more
Is
dash,
that only something the inmates down here say?
which I could.
That's true.
I think you're right. That's true. It's a weird
Guess what?
response.
Noelle is now C6.
Oh, goody.
So that brings up my total for, let's see,
Oh.
Constellation level unlocked. So that is now Fischl, Barbara, Toma,
Just gonna...
There's a group of people over
the
there.
Hydro
Let's go
Traveler,
listen in.
Jesus, Sucrose, Noel, Sayu, Cujo.
So I said, that's not a faucet.
Candace.
Hey,
And
who are
then
you two?
Kaveh
Why'd
is
you come
almost
over all of a
100%
sudden?
because I was pulling for Zhao.
Sorry for eavesdropping.
Diona's almost full.
Sounds like you
Razor's
were talking
almost
about
full.
something
Kale's almost
private.
full. Yao Yao is
Sound
also
like he was telling a
almost
joke.
pulling for. I'll hate them.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey,
No.
don't pretend like it's
I just
okay
want
for them to
Kiki.
just
She's
interrupt
the
us
only
like that.
fucking Blue Banner
Yeah.
fighter I'm missing.
Fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
Only.
You hear that, Quisto?
I
What
wasn't even that
nice.
far in pity either. I think I was what?
Your expressions
20
tell me
pity.
you're looking to hear some
Not
juicy
even.
info,
Yeah.
am
Oh,
I
those 30
right?
pity. 1, 2,
But
3,
before that,
4,
it just so happens
5,
that I know
6,
you two.
7, 8, 9. So I
Really?
was 9
Are we
pity
that
when I
famous?
started.
You kidding? How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was
Alright,
talking
well,
about it. Word
I guess
has
I'm
it
gonna have to wait for the
that
event
you
to
also
get him for
caused
free.
quite the kerfuffle.
A little mistake,
I
huh?
wanted to use the event to
I like
pull,
the way
I
you
wanna
put
see
it.
6
You
missions
see,
show
people with a good
and
attitude
I'd
can
like
join our group
constellations
anytime, unlike some of the others
away
here.
from C6ing it.
These guys are amusing.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People
Well,
usually call us the
Okay.
Bombshell Bros, but
best
don't
fucking
worry. We're not playing with
4-star
bombs or anything. It's
water
just that
applicator
our
in the
information is always
Yeah.
so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
Mhm.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
Oh,
No,
ouch.
you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that? Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Wow.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing.
All I saw was bread in the one box.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks, even better treatment in the infirmary.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day?
Oh, I know
Is
why.
it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often?
Fajita.
If you ask
like, I
me,
thought you were gonna
he's
pull
just
for the weapon,
faking
because
it to get
technically
out of work.
Either of those weapons are
But
good.
did you know
for me.
that Churia was a talented researcher
I'm
from
like,
the
there's
Fontaine
no pity in my
Research
weapons
Institute
banner.
before
My
he
last
came
weapon I
here.
pulled was engulfing
There's
lightning.
no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora.
So in the
Once you're in the
last
fortress of Meripede, you're just
in the last
another
couple
inmate
of
like
pulls,
everybody else.
I've won two 50-50s in Genshin. Because
Yay.
Golfing Lightning was a 50-50 and Nahida was a 50-50.
You guys are so lucky. I have to fight for every little bit that I get.
I was not even trying to pull for a 5-star, thank you very much.
No.
I was trying to pull for a 4-star.
Nobody's more lucky than Megan.
Yeah, no. How many, like, back-to-back fucking Farinas trying to pull for Charlotte?
She bribes the developers. I know what's going on.
What?
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor.
That doesn't sound too convincing.
I also heard they started arguing in the library
I
and
didn't
got
even
into a
want
fight,
Farina.
right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a
Give her
woman?
back.
Wow. I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too. Huh.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on
No,
dates?
Chocolate, get out of the water. You're about to drown.
But
Oh,
it's
and you
really
drowned.
hard to imagine.
He'll be fine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Julia to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
Probably.
Oh.
Oh, I'm answering the quest dialogue.
Oh no, I thought Megan
Okay,
said
we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Limmy.
Doing a quest.
According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Why hop on to Genshin?
Are you going to make it?
God, Daddy.
She was
Like
on here for a
Tuesday
while.
morning, I slipped on some
Banana peel.
ice, and I'm feeling it today. Really good.
Welcome to the club.
I feel your pain.
Oh, that guy's laughing at me. What, do I look that funny? I understand your pain.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad.
Except I wish I could say that I did it on ice. Unfortunately, I did not.
Yeah. Well, you.
I tripped
I
over
don't know
my...
what I hurt my back on.
I tripped over my own feet and then tried to catch my fall in a stack of books.
Old age.
And then they fell,
What?
and so did I.
Always.
Old age? No way, I'm not old.
Good lord.
No, not you, Ruby. You're a spring chicken. Ruby's like, 42, I think.
What? I thought Ruby was the baby of the group.
She is.
Not even 30 yet.
Oh god.
Oh, she sounds a lot older. I mean, I just figured.
Bemo's digging his own grave right now. He's already got 1 foot in it.
1 foot in the grave.
Everything right now hates me.
You sound better again today, though.
A little perkier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I only hurt when I first get up in the morning or if I stand too long. My right leg starts to burn real bad.
Oh.
And I'm starting to wonder how bad the nerve damage is.
That's why I said, like, you might need to actually go see somebody, because they need to actually feel what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, am I supposed to go lower still? Because it's still... I'm not low enough? Alright, lower we go.
For a baby.
My little shit.
My little shit. I have no idea where he is. I pissed him off because I was putting my foot on his head because it wouldn't move.
I found out that if I play music, my little shits don't bother me. When I changed out their water dish.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. It was, well, that's interesting. It was interesting to... Maybe this is not the way.
I think I'm gonna put my wishes into the weapons banner. What's gonna happen? I either get a 5-star, that's not the 2 there. Woohoo, a 5-star weapon. I'm pretty sure I could find use for a 5-star weapon in one of my teams. Or I pull one of the 2 weapons. Right? Right. And I'm gonna have a fuck ton of gems because the event starts on Monday. I'm currently clearing out the new leeway area, so...
Why am I not able to get here?
Hi, Oreo. Can you not stand there and look at me?
Do
Thank
it,
you.
Oreo. Judge him.
Oh, it's
No,
right
she's
by
standing
the...
on my right shin.
This is weird. Why is this right here?
Zach's
An ass whooping in the living room, huh?
Yeah, he's playing Pal World.
Oh, is he now?
His new obsession.
It's everybody's new obsession. Alright.
Well, it's an open world Pokemon-esque game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pal World.
But it's more than that, though. Zadik says it's really fun. Like, you can, like, build stuff. And...
It's a survival craft Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's literally up Zach's alley.
Yeah.
What, Pal World?
And you can capture people, too, and make them slaves.
And eat them. And eat them.
You can also hide bodies.
See a Pokemon you want? Blow his head off. Look at that, we got a rug.
You can give your Pokemon guns, too.
Yep.
Oh, the irony has not escaped me. Why am I having a hard time figuring out where the freaking heck Linny is? Like, you would think I would know where I'm going. Cannibals are real in Pal World.
Cannibals are real anyways.
I have to go up. Okay, so in order to get there, I have to go from here. I have to somehow go up. I need the up elevator. Is there even an up elevator? There's gotta be an up elevator. That's the up elevator. What the freaking heck's going on?
How the fudge buckets is this supposed to work?
Ooh, an underground cavern.
This is annoying.
Ah, I fell down the cavern. What's this?
That one goes up? As well. Okay. Maybe it's this one. I don't think so, though, but maybe.
Question mark?
Cannibals are real in Pal World. But not in the... Well... They're semi-real in the real world. Ah, here we are. This is where I need to be. Finally. This took me forever to get here.
I found some elemental... What are they called? What do you call these things? Elemental monuments, and all I did is I put a pillar at one, and then I hit the right other one with strongly super, and boom, treasure chest.
That look in your eyes.
You asked
You
for
found
elemental
something?
monuments, I give you.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
Have any of you in Honkai got to the cult yet?
No.
I never guessed that myself.
What cult?
The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all. And
I have to
Master Child
transcribe
probably
a
went missing
book
because he found a way out.
500 times.
Oh,
I'm on
yeah.
copy 5 now, and I'm gonna see how far it will let me go before somebody stops me.
Oh yes.
Yep.
He is a harbinger after all.
Somebody stopped
I
you?
suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for.
Wow.
He stopped me on copy 5. What a killjoy.
Linny just, like... Legit was like... I didn't give Child enough credit, so he judged Child pretty badly. Ooh.
Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts.
Okay, so we have to go down into the
Father
water.
told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later. It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
No, it wasn't.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
Ooh,
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too. Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first. My apologies.
Oops.
I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger sister.
I can't give any spoilers because Annie hasn't done this part, but I like
That's
the
not a bad
Cloud
thing,
Knight.
right?
I'll just send it to Ruby. I'll screenshot it. That
All
way I can
right,
share it.
then we'll head out
You haven't
as
done
soon
it either,
as we
have you,
finish
Nate?
our prep.
I'm already done this area.
Okay.
Let's go our separate ways for now, then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
But that line right there that he just said, I'll send it to Ruby, so I'm guessing she has done this as well. Okay. There.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek.
Why don't you just fly along the ceiling, Paimon? Nobody would look up.
There seem to be several people inside.
I don't know if I can. I mean, I really just want to...
Okay.
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
Great, I make myself sick just to listen to people's conversations.
Are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please lie down over here. Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
She's so tiny.
You can do it, traveler. Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
That you're gonna see, and I fucking love it. I can't wait till she's a playable character.
At least she looks human, and not like she's from My Little Pony. It would just be weird. I'd be worried about what I'm playing.
My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger.
She is adorable, though.
That's our worst fear out of the way.
She's a Melusine.
Oh, that's
But a more human-looking one.
Yeah, she was gifted with that.
I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
Usually when you're feeling nauseous, that's not a good idea.
damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here? And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, how strange. What about here? I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all.
No, you're not. Don't
Nothing too serious.
Oh
Outside
god.
of a pretty bad stomach ache when it decides to act up.
He's had about
So that's
playing
what it is.
possum without going into
Thank
detail. and
goodness it's not anything
I
more
was surprised he
serious.
had survived. That he's freaking out.
And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently.
That's the one I picked
I'll inform
too.
our head chef, Mr. Woolsey, of this problem as soon as possible.
I like how she calls Rosley. Oh no, never mind. That's the wrong person.
Congratulations.
Ignore me.
Health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days.
Never.
Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
Oreo. Where's your sister?
And she hopped away just like that.
She's so cute.
Something.
She's like a little bunny.
I need to comb out Nilla. She's getting too floofy.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Her stomach ache's really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sijuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
He talks like he's talking out of his nose.
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Something's going on.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
Just went past somebody that started saying "do you," and my brain went, "No, the Muffin Man."
I'm confused.
NPC talking. Do you know
Hey,
the Muffin Man?
There's no need to fight. Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this.
But
who's the Muffin Man?
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that.
I really don't know.
And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our
Lives
previous
under a
lives?
But do you know where the story about the Muffin Man actually comes from? It's not very nice.
He's a murderer.
Something creepy.
Yep.
It's a serial killer.
Oh.
Wasn't it like a meat pie thing?
No.
Cannibalism?
Oh.
No, it wasn't quite like that.
Oh. Sorry, I went Sweeney Todd there.
I can look it up again. I
Ow.
saw it in a show about... I was watching a bunch of shows about like old like nursery rhymes and stuff like that. Where they came from.
please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation.
Yeah, a little Harper
Oh,
and
and
Delilah
Mr.
have
Jurier,
been,
I don't want to see your face here
Ring
again
Around the Roses,
anytime soon.
Mhm.
And I said, yeah. I said, that's. You think it's a very nice song? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's about death.
Wow, way to do that to the poor kids, BMO. Ruining their lives right ahead, like right away.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine.
No,
Anyway,
it's
that
not.
was
That's
more
it,
than
yeah.
enough rest for me,
Yeah,
so I'm going to
actually
get
is
out
enough
of this
praying over a
excessively
dead body.
noisy place. See you later, everyone.
Oh, there's my
He
foot.
just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Seashween should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine. No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Seashween.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest. Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
Wow. So currently, I'm watching Annie's stream on my iPad.
I remember.
Okay.
You said it should
I'm
be yellow.
noticing I'm not getting any drop alerts. That my drops are going.
Yellow.
They're not available on OS. On iOS,
I understand.
I have to go
These are yours.
onto my fucking computer.
Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight.
Mhm.
You'll benefit from a good night's
So I
sleep.
can watch them on my iPad, and it's
All right, then
that
I'll also
counts.
be on my way
But
now.
to claim them, I have to
I
go
hope you feel
onto
better
my
soon, too.
computer and my phone to claim them.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right?
That's a wee bit annoying.
I just want to double check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest?
There we go.
Paimon can answer the questions instead. So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. All right then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods. And don't stay up too late at night. Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure. Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest. We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong. Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, she'll recover soon.
That was cute.
Ah, you're awake. How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left. Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly, and don't forget bland foods. Thank you, Miss Seashween.
Does she have a vision? Oh, she does. Yeah, she has a...
I think she's cryo.
No. Hydro.
She hydro.
She hydro.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Just like her dad. I called Nicolette her dad, but I don't actually fucking know.
Nobody knows.
Oh yes, I do know who actually their dad is. It's a story mission.
But it's not Neuvillette.
No, it's not Neuvillette.
I'm just bouncing around because I can.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death. No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now.
What? Well, clearly Paimon gets in trouble a lot.
Paimon talked with Sigewinne the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary? Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to get the info to Linny.
At least I don't need to do 9 days of working. I mean, I don't mind doing it, but...
Oh, Neuvillette. Honestly, I would like Neuvillette and Sino to meet.
They're very different. I also really want Sino to play the Beetle Battle game.
Let's go meet up with Linny.
Yes.
I think it would be funny.
Well, so far it started in Inazuma.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll go in Sumeru one time for an event.
Maybe.
And all the Sumeru characters will
Get into it. Yeah, what's gonna happen, right, is that Ito will beat Kave and Kave will cry.
Probably. Don't make fun of my sensitive boy.
And Alhaitham's gonna tell him that he's just wasting his time. You'd think that people would notice that Linny's standing out in the middle of nowhere, where he probably shouldn't be.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
Yeah.
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary.
No.
We've taken a look at the slip you've sent.
Why are you whining?
Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
He's like, I hope this treasure was a
now
worldwide
really a good time to go over?
Like, go fuck yourself, buddy.
According to my observations,
Just because I
Sigewinne
paid to
always
get
spends
you,
around
basically.
half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Go, Neuvillette, go.
Neuvillette. At least I don't need to walk the whole way. Let's go.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh.
She's missing.
Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Can't hear Ruby.
Okay.
I hear you both.
Me?
Now I hear you.
There she is.
I knew where this was. I don't know how exactly I figured that out.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Okay, Oreo?
The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
You're gonna go to bed? Okay, Zadok, thanks for coming. Hope you had fun.
Good night.
Have a good sleep. We'll see you Friday, maybe.
Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Alright, let's go look at clues. This is how we investigate. We jump on the bed. I'm pushing the wrong buttons again.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Mm-hmm. She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication. Which means, either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
That's it. See, Juine? She ate Lynette. Just nom.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sijuin would be interested in these kinds of things?
Yeah, that's probably the same message.
She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melazine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Is that all? The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Writhsley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Yes, that is a crucial question. Writhsley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulette, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhsley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her?
Because she's your sister and it gets you upset.
Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
Ooh. I sense a story.
Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Risley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
To figure out how Child got out.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it.
So don't take the bait.
We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Risley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't
Yeah, just tell him to calm down.
Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Risley.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
No, I don't think Risley's gonna be an issue.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again.
I think he's more reasonable than he seems. Or than Lenny makes him out to be, I should say.
He's rushed out the door.
I'm up to 16 of those gold tickets.
Siege Queen is listening.
Right.
I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these
I have to
details.
start saving and banking all mine, because...
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so?
I'm guessing that means he has horns.
Then please be mindful of the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, to my stream, I'm gonna log off because I'm falling asleep. So I'll be back Friday, potentially, tomorrow, with some more.
Someone?
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, I'm still staying online. I'm just logging off stream.
Whoever's outside is eavesdropping.
Because I'm switching
They'll
games.
probably come in once we stop talking.
Okay.
Yep. I'm just double checking I did all my dailies.
Please help.
Pretty sure I did.
There's dailies.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
You're at that scene.
But I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted. Like, oh my god, you are evil.
I love her.
You're adorable, but you're evil.
I worry.
What's wrong,
I
little
worry
one?
now.
There's
I
no
want
need
her
to panic.
just because she's going to be
Take a deep
chaos.
breath
I
before
can
you
feel
begin.
it.
Who do you have that you're
Being able to
treating
read
as
human expressions is
evil?
quite the useful
Her
skill.
name is Seguin.
She's a little... She looks like a bunny.
Oh.
The answer is yes, I did do my dailies.
It's no use.
Quick, chase him.
I'm going to bed.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you gotta go to bed. You did your dailies. Good night.
Bye. See you later.
Chat.
Yep, get out of
See
here.
you later, Felicia.
How is he so fast? Let's go head him off and
George.
Who's Felicia and George?
I don't know about the George thing. The Felicia was me.
George up the jungle.
Yeah, he just has to watch out for the tree, though.
Yes.
He generally hits that.
I was hoping to cosplay Zhongli for Fan Expo, and it's looking like probably not.
Not coming in
Because
time?
where I was going to
Face
buy
me,
my
Risley.
cosplay from, I will not fit in it.
No.
Why just make it?
Because I don't have the time.
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules
Zach,
from the
make
fortress's
her a
indoor management
cosplay
I
regulations?
can't fucking
outfit.
soda save his
What
life.
did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young
guess
miss at
so.
the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive.
I don't think he's gonna do anything to Lynette.
We were investigating the infirmary from the start. So you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas.
I finally got all of the relics for
It was quite easy
everybody.
to identify your colleagues.
I just gotta work on their builds.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right?
Yeah, Ruby is
If you're oh so
overpowered,
omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
Beauty is insane to take into these realms.
One
and just
correction.
Murder
Lynette
everything.
is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
Good farming
He's
tool
not.
he is. I actually
What
just
do you
started
really
the mission
want?
where I met him, and he's very I gotta put it.
Oh, wonderful.
Special.
Everyone is here, so I'll only
I
need to
haven't
say
even
this
met him
once.
yet.
Thank you
What?
so much
You
for
didn't do that
cooperating with me.
quest?
What quest?
Should have
I'm
met him.
eager into the
There's
Wait,
a
I know
bonus.
there's a quest for him.
Alas, only Miss
what
Lynette
is
is
it
currently
called,
having a
the
cup of the
Washtopia?
fortress's finest
Yes,
tea.
Watchtopia.
Although,
You
as
haven't done
per your
Washtopia?
original plan,
That's
Mr.
where you
Fremine
meet
Oh my
should
him.
also
God,
have
you're
returned
gonna
to the
cry
fortress by
buckets
now.
doing that one on
But he
your
has neither
level.
shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken
My
into any
team's
kind of
really
custody.
fucking built.
So where do you
Windswept
think
Wanderlust.
he may be right
Have
now?
fun.
Wait, you can't
Oh, I
mean
need to do this.
you locked him
I don't know how to do
outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Shit.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
I was trying to leave,
No,
bitch.
we're still here, so he'd definitely try to find a way to come back for us.
Such
So we
hostility.
can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To
Oh,
have
and
an
my auto
audience
feeder
with you,
scared
of course.
Kayla.
My intel tells me that Mr.
I
Linney is a
recorded a
great
message for
magician, so it's
Oreo,
only
so she
natural
knows
for
what
me
it
to
is.
want to have some cards of my
And she
own
said,
when it comes to
"Who's
negotiating.
Talking. I said, what do you mean? She said, I heard a voice. I said, it's the auto feeder. Oh shit, I thought somebody was in there. Then how the hell would they get in?
Oh my god.
Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play
I'm not
dumb
gonna
and
hit the
turn a
watch
blind
tape yet,
eye,
that's
so we
why
had
I
a
don't
pleasant
trust
few
myself
days
with
playing
this
games
shit.
together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the
35.
cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly
All I
being
know.
pickled out there
Care
in the
about anything
brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Now that I rub my
Well,
eyes, my eyes
if
are
she
tearing
cares
and
for the
burning at
well-being of
same
her
time.
dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Ooh.
Wait,
I know the countdown.
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Listen to the Traveler! If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette.
He still says it wrong.
You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Oh, you get stuff by listening to messages.
Yes.
Did you not know that?
I've just been ignoring. I've been ignoring everybody.
Oh yeah, okay, that sounds about right.
Wow, really?
Oh yeah. Okay, so regarding the hidden rule of the production zone, what's the truth behind the one about not being allowed? What happens if you violate...
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the... We often see Miss Sijuin observe... Fanta's internal reports suggest... The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appear rather strange and alien to humans. Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But we often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons would spend them on Fanta. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could see... We often see Miss Sijuin observing...
There's a strange meat up
I've
here.
been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of...
What do I need? Ice. Nobody has ice, fire, or wind. Nobody has
The
ice,
research note
fire,
said
or
that the
wind on
Melusine
here.
race perceives the world very... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the
Isn't
Fonta
Ruby's
company
guy's
sponsored
fire?
it.
No, his is physical.
The Fonta promoter has been
Oh.
struggling because he doesn't...
Yeah, I screwed up 2 of them. I got flipped them around.
Oh, no, you've already got the main character in your
The
team. don't
Fonta
you?
promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons.
No, yeah, I'm doing a
The
level
research note said that the Melusine race...
battle.
According to
Oh, I'm
Collins,
not
the
strong enough for
Pancration...
that, sorry.
Sorry, Mima.
I've been told
I'm
that the
just level
infirmary is
50.
always empty for the half... The research note said that the Fonta's internal reports
Going
suggest...
around collecting gems
I've
so
been
I can
told
get
that the
some more of
infirmary
those,
is always empty for the half... Fonta's internal
Sorry.
reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed...
Hmm.
You got this.
So,
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored...
Yeah.
The Fonta
Any
promoter has been
suggestions
struggling
on-
because he doesn't
on
recognize the real...
Which one I should try for? I have enough to
I've been told that the infirmary
If you
is
have
old.
Blade, I get the
The
Eon one.
research note said that the Melusine race...
Hmm.
Because when I was on the website,
According to Collins, the
it did
Pancration...
say that a Silent Vow was also a good one for him, which I have.
I struggle with this.
I've
Why?
been told that the infirmary...
Why does that even
The
connect?
5-star better.
The 5-star is better.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed?
I still don't get it.
The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3
because
days in a row, and
In
if
the
they
list
do,
here,
they'll
a
get
secret vow is
strange
higher
meat in their
on
welfare
it
meal.
than Fall of a
I
Nation.
think
First, we
Eon
thought
is
this
also good for a
strange
horny
meat
boy.
must have something to do with the
Let me take a
people who
look.
disappeared.
Is he
But
destruction?
in reality,
Yeah.
they were all prepared
Okay.
by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the
Yeah,
workers'
follow the
health
Eons
and
is the
makes a
second
note
best.
of anyone who has
Okay,
worn
then I'll
themselves
grab
out
that
after
one.
3 full days of work.
Okay, now I
have a
see.
bunch
Duty
of
as the
points
head
saved, I
nurse, as
just
well
wasn't
as her
sure which part
genuine
to go
concern for the
right
workers'
away.
health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However,
That
unfortunately,
ice chick.
Melusines as a race
who's,
perceive the world
blind-ish.
differently from
Yeah.
humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of
love
her
her one.
lovingly prepared special meals
Yeah,
cannot
not
taste the
really
care within and usually
keen
just
on
freak out. Are we on the right
Too many
track?
of the female characters, but she's pretty
Not bad.
beastly here.
You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question.
Ugh, this is
There are
annoying.
also
This is
some
why I don't
hidden
like
rules
this.
in the Pancration ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
I kind of got this one. Who sent a package? Ah, yes, okay.
We often see Miss Sijuin...
No.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't The research note
No.
said that the Melus... According to Collins, the Pancration...
No. Where's one
We
I'm looking
often
for?
see Miss Sijuin... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting an...
Okay.
I've been told that the infirmary is all...
No.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that...
We already used
We
that one.
often see Miss Sijuin...
No.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The Fonta promoter has been
Ah, damn. Figured out the right answer. Package containing strange red liquid.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only... We often see Miss Sijuin observe... Fonta's internal reports suggest...
Got it. That one I figured out. Just don't like the way the circles go.
So there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer.
Aw.
But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale, to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words, I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind. You'll pay for this!
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sijuin. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
She shot him with a water gun.
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sijuin... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervillette asked me
Oh,
to come
she
here,
says Nervillette
he told me
too.
that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us? But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervillette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sijuin, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
Risley really doesn't care about the
everyone,
dramatics
calm
from
down.
Lenny at all.
2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sijuin, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
They burst into the room. Ah,
Some space, please.
Clarinde.
Ah, Miss Clarinde.
My door.
Fremine... Fremine...
What's going on? What is Clarinde doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry
All right.
for shooting you, Mr. Linny. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clorand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
This is getting a little interesting now, finally.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lenny again. How's the situation out there?
I like how Sigewinne's just shooting everybody.
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
Oh, Clorand says his name right.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Risley does not.
Not particularly. If you want to drink some...
I just keep trying to say Rosley.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea.
Which technically is how it's spelled, but...
Well, I just...
Might as well then, I suppose.
So.
Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Your hair looks fine, Clorand.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Aww.
Linny, are you okay?
No. Lenny has some problems.
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look all right.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
Huh. Lynette seems fine. Absolutely not disturbed whatsoever.
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Is that a fly? Literally try to fly up my nose.
Fly aside.
Well, it didn't make it, but ugh.
His breathing's beginning
annoying.
to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette?
This is really awkward.
On it.
He's supposed to be like somewhat unconscious, but he's kind of like hanging like a puppet.
Want to come with us? The Duke and Clarande are gone.
Yeah, they went upstairs.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Question. On Honkai, when you're in a battle, you've got your characters to the left of the screen. What is above on the far left their health bar? Because on March, I've got a snowflake with a spiraling circle around it and 2 dots.
It's their specials.
Yeah.
Not their specials, but like their talents.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the triangle thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not triangle.
No.
Their talents are like a passive that happens in the background if you do something proper.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think with March, it's when she retaliates.
No, that happens as long as if you have a shield on somebody
Mhm.
and they get hit, she retaliates automatically. That is, I think she freezes.
Hmm.
Damn it, I can't even sit comfortably. It's like it's putting, whatever happened is putting pressure right where my pelvis fractured.
That's my bedroom, isn't it? I'm confused.
I think I have to hop off here.
Aw. Well, get you some sleep. Hope you feel better and some rest.
To Genshin.
And goodbye, you know, farewell.
Genshin.
Oh, you're not leaving.
Genshin.
I'm in Genshin.
Yes, I was in Honkai, but I was half AFK, cause...
He's awake!
Yeah.
Fremine, how do you feel?
No, I'm just gonna do my dailies and then pass out.
Lenny.
Mm-hmm.
Lynette.
We're all here.
Where am I?
I wanna go explore
The infirmary,
area,
at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine. And you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Come here.
Traveler.
I don't have your
Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
And he's out of energy.
It's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
I swear Lenny almost said shit.
Listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there.
Cool.
But no
so
one
I'm
should
playing
touch
Baldur's
it.
Gate.
Mm-hmm.
And I just did a fight. I have some spikes on the ground.
Right.
The idiot
pipes.
fucking tavern
It's all coming
owner
back
just
to
ran
me
into the
now.
spikes and died.
Supposed
While
to
I was in the
protect.
middle of a conversation with somebody else. So now the other person in the room is trying to fight me.
It's like, how is this my fault?
I was just talking to somebody. Things started happening. What the hell?
And he did a stupid.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
Oh, I hate this commission.
Where could Master Child be?
It's run around as yep. Knew it. Nothing on that one. Nothing on this one.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered
Who
with.
I wanted to go to Comic-Con
Could
as
he
was
have
gonna
done-
have to wait till after I get medical bills paid off.
Mm-hmm.
she's my main on Dead by Daylight. I've prestiged her up like 17 times. She's got an interesting backstory, and if people would have just left her alone, she'd have been fine. She lived out in
case
the...
with most psychopaths.
Yeah. Well, she lived out in the bayou with her grandmother. Their grandmother was teaching her how to live off the land and how not to trust people. And some poachers decided to occupy their land and killed grandmother for trying to intervene. And then the young girl killed them in retaliation for that. And it caused her psyche to snap after
It's
seeing what they
getting
did to her
stuck on
grandmother.
something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Can we put it down and then turn it? There we go.
If you pull for Clara, do you get the big robot with her?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, I got all my messages done. And it just gave me like 50 billion freaking quests to do now.
Welcome to my life. Also, it's not like it's getting better, actually, because I've done a lot of the side quests already.
This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Yeah, the weird bubble that appears around everybody's butt really looks really bad.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse.
When they're swimming?
These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction.
They tried to sort of like make it look less weird by making it sort of appear around their feet too. But it still kind of looks like they just have like fart propulsion.
I need to keep going.
Yeah, so you don't try to take a picture of people's butts.
The traces are gone.
Giggity.
But I don't see where he could have gone from here.
I mean, bad Bimo.
Wait.
I would never do that.
Yeah, right.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Wow,
What's going on?
That's fucked up.
No good.
We have found
I
the
have
culprit
to get back.
to his eye.
They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
First time I went into a streamer's feed, he was doing World War Z, and I mentioned my name, and he went, "Holy crap, the bank found us. I promise I'll pay that loan back." I was like, what the fuck? What the hell is he talking about? This is like, question mark, question mark, question mark. He went, "Oh, it's a Canadian thing. If you have a friend, ask." So that's what I asked you guys.
I always
so
laugh when I
confused.
hear that.
Die here.
Sorry, Bimo.
That's alright. I was so confused and so clueless.
As a
No.
Canadian, that makes me
This is
giggle.
bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still
I'm interested
underwater.
to try in your maple syrup treats that they make on the street.
Have to push.
They don't make them here, as far as I know, on the street.
I was gonna say, what's
think it's an Ontario thing.
Oh yeah, well we're not Ontario.
What?
Sorry.
The maple syrup trees. Is that your neck of the woods?
Southern Ontario, Quebec, yeah.
They
I mean,
You
we
put
sell
maple syrup on
syrup.
hot maple syrup on
So,
ice. Makes
in
it like
other
a little maple
words,
syrup
the
popsicle.
trail you were
Best thing on
following
this earth.
vanished, and you
I've
had
never
no
had them.
idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have
they
disappeared.
were so good. I get
That's
my
right.
myself
I
back up on
tried
my
my
feet,
best
no
to
pun
swim
intended.
back, but I had already put some distance
There's a
between
few
myself and the
Canadian
fortress,
snacks I'm gonna
and I
order.
just couldn't find
And
the
I'll
strength
tell
to
you what, I'll
keep
make
going.
a list and then I'll send it to you
I
guys.
probably
chips.
passed out some time after that.
Hawkins.
Ketchup
And
chips?
you know
Cheesies.
the rest.
Miss Clarence
They don't
brought
have
you
ketchup
back.
chips in
Hickory
I
sticks.
don't know
No,
why she just suddenly appeared at the
Lay's
fortress.
thing.
What
I don't
was
think.
she
Do they have dill
wanting?
pickle too?
Miss
We have dill
Cloran,
pickle
do you
chips
say?
here, yes.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
about all
I must
dressed?
go
I don't think
thank
they
her
have
in
all
person.
dressed.
No,
What?
we do not.
You're still too
But we
What
do
kind
have-
of?
Oh. They probably don't have honey dill sauce either.
Miss Lynette is right.
Honey
I believe
dill-
Miss
what?
Cloran will stay here as a guest
You need
for
to try
another few
female
days,
bacon.
so there's no need to hurry.
Okay, I haven't even
Female
heard of that
bacon.
one.
Guessed. Then I
Back
can assume
bacon.
Risley was
Oh,
the one
back
who invited
bacon.
her to come down here.
Canadian
Okay, so the-
bacon.
You should
Canadian
ask Miss
bacon.
Grace
So
about
the
that.
She just calls it something really weird.
I've never heard it called that before.
Because the stuff that's on it is called P-mail.
Yeah,
That's why it's called
it's about
P-mail
time
bacon.
you actually told us what's going
And
on.
it's just called
That's not the salty stuff that I ate that one time, was it?
I
No.
actually bought
No.
a
Go on
bunch of
without
back
me.
bacon from Costco.
I don't want to leave
It's like
just yet.
it's a weird crumble. You meant
Rennie.
Corn
The
meal.
logical part of my brain
They
is
don't have
aware
it
that
here, I
we're
would have to
safe right
order it.
now, but I
They've
still
got
can't
a
bring myself
knockoff
to leave.
They call that.
Both
but
of
it's
you are
not.
just in danger.
Oh well.
Understood.
Goodness, you'll have to try
Then
some.
let's just sit together for a while. In that case, I'll leave
When
the
you dropping
infirmary
the
to you.
key off for
The
Annie,
traveler and
we'll
I are
take
going
you
to head out for now.
Huh?
As long as you stay in
Unless
here,
it's
I
the
don't
Well,
think you'll be disturbed.
Well, we're gonna be in
Thank
North
you.
Dakota. I won't have my
Well,
my
city
my passport costs over almost $200.
What? That's
I've never had
bullcrap.
one.
Yeah, it's so it's cornmeal's what's on the edge of this.
Cornmeal, yeah. Isn't that what I just said?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just had to confirm. I fucking
Did they
love
corn
P-mail
stuff
bacon.
on the
I've never had it.
You've never had back bacon?
No.
Girl, I just bought a shit ton from Costco. Come over, I'll make you some back bacon sandwiches.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Without the bread.
So just back bacon.
What the fuck? It's just bacon. Bacon for every meal. That is what I'm making. You think I mean turkey or mistaken?
Oh, Jesus.
Say that again?
What?
What BMO just said, that was actually kind of funny.
Bacon for every meal. That is what I'm making. If you think I mean a turkey, you're mistaken.
I like it.
Actually, got it. There's a guy on TikTok that wrote an entire song about that. I fell out when I heard it. I can't get the rest of it in my head because he talks too damn fast.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who have
I know what
songs
song it's
about-
based off of, too.
Find it here. Oops, that's it on my other account.
Did I do this? Okay.
I started a secondary TikTok account. There's a chance if I piss them off again, they're gonna kick my channel.
Jesus.
So I just made a backup. I downloaded all my videos and I'll just post them on there.
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition
Zach
has stabilized?
Zach informed me, and I forgot that he is off tomorrow, so I could have gone to bed like an hour ago when I was fucking tired.
I've been expecting
you go
those
to
two,
bed?
but
Well-
might I inquire as to the
What's wrong with
purpose
you?
of your visit, Miss
Staying up
Siegewing?
late.
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran.
Is your water filled at
How are
least?
you feeling?
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna go to fucking bed.
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
I'm your
All right.
disaster.
Thank you for looking out for me.
Yes, legally.
Are you
I am
kidding me?
your
This
disaster.
entire group is a disaster.
Yeah, we all are.
want to
All of
There
us
it
in
is.
this chat are hurt in some way or another. BMO because he
Yep.
got hit by a van.
Of course.
My back,
Not
Andy's
the
I'm not
shoulder,
partial
and
to the
Megan
word
fell on
choice of
ice.
explain.
Have you
How
guys
about enlighten?
you know, no one's streaming.
Where
everyone's
should I
shut
begin?
down.
How about you
and
start
Andy's
by
still
asking me
streaming.
any questions you
Oh,
have?
then I
You
can't
can
play the
start
video.
with whichever one you'd
No,
like to
you
get
can't.
answered
Yeah,
the most.
Zach's
Turn.
shoulder also hurts.
I'll turn it
What
down, but I
happened
will.
to his shoulder now?
Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
Zach's shoulder isn't.
Happened to Zach's shoulder.
It isn't what I have though.
No.
It's something else,
I
right?
just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the knave.
Zach should have
As for
gotten
their specific
either
goals,
surgery or his shoulder
I only
looked at
figured
a long
those out
time
as you
ago,
made progress
and
on your
he
investigation.
didn't, so it's probably like permanently damaged,
To
and he can't go for
monitor
an
and
MRI.
stay ahead of them, even though you
because he
didn't know
can't
what they were
fit
trying
in
to
it
do?
because the MR he has
They
too
came
much
here
of
with
a
ulterior
German broad
motives.
shoulder.
I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of
And
behavior
Zach's
signals.
claustrophobic.
Oh, that's yeah.
Initially, I thought their
Close
goal
your
was
eyes.
just to investigate Child's
do an
disappearance.
MRI, 'cause Annie
Many
knows you
suggested
go head
that I
first
had
for shoulder
deliberately let him escape.
Yep.
But
But
in
it's
truth,
open on the other
I
end.
didn't really do anything special to help
matter
or
what
But you
hinder him
only
while he
go
was here.
halfway in.
Everything he did, from
And when
finding
you
helpers
already
to
can't
leaving this
move,
place, he
you
did
become
on his own.
claustrophobic.
I did an MRI. I went out the other end. There was a little screen I was looking at, and they told me, breathe. Are you breathing? I said, well, I'm talking to you,
Okay,
so
you
I'm going to say
Americans have
yes.
different MRI machines.
It's half the size of the old ones that you guys are using.
Yeah, ours is a big long tube because I went into the whole
and-
damn thing.
Yeah, ours is itty bitty, and it's like maybe, oh my god, I can't convert, but Megan can help me with this. It's about 3 feet wide.
Yeah, that's fine. We would know what that means.
Of course, it's inevitable
Yeah,
that
we
the
use
knave would
feet
make a
here
big deal out of her fellow
Yeah, it's
harbinger's
about 3 feet
unexplained
wide, and that's
disappearance.
all there is. And then when you pop out the other end, and there's a
I'm also
speaker
quite
and a
curious
monitor you can
about
look at, you
where
can
that
see everybody in
harbinger
the booth,
went.
and they tell you.
So I figured
take a
I might
deep
as
breath,
well
hold
let
it,
the
okay, you can
Fatui
breathe
do their
normally,
own
and
investigative
they
work.
move you down.
All
take a
I
deep
care
breath,
about is the answer.
breathe normally.
So you were hoping Lenny's group
But
would
because
just
I
do
was
your work
on
for
so much
you.
good stuff,
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately,
slowed
things
down,
didn't go as planned.
and I was getting ready to
I
go to
assume that
sleep,
Fremine
so I
has
was
told you
breathing
already,
shallow.
the ratio of primordial
And they
seawater
said,
around the fortress of Meripede is
he
on the
okay?"
rise. The Forbidden Zone has
Hey,
always
you
been
alive?
Winnie's target, and
No,
you got roped into
brains.
that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene
Yes,
out of
we have to
concern
ask
for your
because your-
safety, and also to
your
prevent the
blood
fortress from
oxygen
becoming
level is,
entangled
like,
in more
bottoming
irksome
out.
matters.
You're in the
Rumors
80s
true
now,
that you're also a
and
former
it's like
criminal?
you stopped breathing.
Why would you put it
So I
like
haven't
that?
stopped breathing, I'm just breathing
Isn't
shallow
staying
'cause
here
I'm
all
relaxing.
day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself?
thing happens when you
Another
go to
form
sleep.
of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask.
Zach is going to explain how he hurt his
down
shoulder.
here.
Me, of course. I paid her good Mora to come down to the fortress for some field work.
I can't hear him. I feel left out.
She'll tell us.
So he basically did what Annie did.
He slipped, fell, caught himself, and popped.
No, he dislocated his shoulder and then relocated it by himself.
I've done that multiple times. Not fun.
They all said that was stupid.
Well, okay, but in my case, it's not that I did it myself. It's that it slid back in on its own.
Yeah, so Annie did basically the same thing, but it slid back in by herself, like by itself. You physically
Obviously
did
not
it.
properly.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of
Well,
you were
Annie was
lucky because
lucky.
now she has a cyst.
Exactly.
And a torn labrum.
And a torn labrum.
And I may or may not have damaged all the nerves in my right leg.
I think it's the tear in the labrum that let it go back in so easily, actually.
When Zach's shoulder is really bad and I have to hold it while he tries to put it back in, it is the most horrific thing to feel, because he'd be like, hold my shoulder, and then he like sits there and moves the joint, and it's ugh.
No. That's bad. That means that he like tore up basically like the ball and socket joint. There's that cartilage there. That's what's happening. It's probably gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
He does not have a working shoulder.
Because it's not stable, right? And I'm trying to preserve that.
When we go bowling, he has to use an 8-pound bowling ball because he can't lift any heavier than 8.
Well, no, I right now I can't lift anything heavier than 2 pounds.
What happens if you use his non-dominant arm?
If he uses his non-dominant arm, he's fine. He's strong. Like, he can push me with his non-dominant arm.
Yeah.
As a
Okay,
champion
that's all
duelist,
good.
Miss
All of
Cloran
that.
could be considered to be an independent
Mr.
party.
Robot, I can barely understand
I needed to find
you.
an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the
Yeah, Zach's
impending
strength
crisis.
is his legs. My
And
strength is
saving
my arms.
Fremine was part of that crisis?
Mine is probably my leg.
Did you just hip thrust in the air to me because I said you're
I did not need to see that.
You can think of it like that.
I mean, if that's his intentions, you better get off your headset now, because nobody wants to hear that.
Had conditions not been as hostile as they were,
no.
he probably would have found the missing harbinger already. That's not something you should be asking after. Neverlet only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've
excuse me? I don't know. It sounded like his weird noise he does.
All I heard was... Did I replicate it properly?
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
This is really awkward when I'm trying to find out what's going on and everybody's dying from primordial seawater and all I hear is la, 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 la.
We're just trying to lighten the mood for you. The dreary part of it.
The laughing, it hurts.
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
I mean, Rosalie's not even, like, laughing.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant, follow me.
Oh, you're gonna see a cool scene soon.
Ooh, is she there?
She's almost there.
Oh, I better full screen this.
I have to follow him.
I wish there was like a video thing in the Serenity pot where you can rewatch all the cool videos.
They have them on their YouTube.
Doesn't matter. I don't care. I want to be able to watch it in game.
To the basement.
To the basement.
To the basement.
There's a hidden door here, and a whole basement behind it.
To the vault cave.
You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
Well, if it's Beamo, it's to the cave.
Just what kind of place the Fortress of Mayfield
That's how Batman calls his people.
When you do that, I just think of the meme of Patrick.
That was the sound Beamo makes whenever he goes to the Batcave.
Oh,
Jesus. I'm sorry, Beamo, but you started it. Yeah. Down the stairs. Oh, this is an elevator.
Stand on the central plate.
Okay.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or what?
Yeah, it's an elevator. Paimon.
Does it happen this soon or does it happen later? I thought they just kind of show you this area.
No, it
first.
happens pretty soon.
So,
yeah, but I don't think
is
they
the
just show
Forbidden
you
Zone?
this area first. They
Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon
I don't
sure
think
doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
Ow.
Oh, I think I know what's gonna happen here.
Oreo walking on my leg.
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Oh boy. Something tells me this is gonna be dramatic.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
I think he just, you know, touches it nicely.
Whoa. They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look.
Oh, I forgot to mention, my boss managed to piss me, Kira, and Liv off in one sentence.
Really?
So, new record. So we were putting away some of the order today. I was helping a customer. Kira went to go and put something away, and Liv was pricing some candies. Well, Kira came around the corner, and Liv didn't see Kira, which is fairly easy because she's short. It's like, Annie, we need to put a bell on her, apparently.
Yeah, I'm very quiet.
But apparently she didn't see Kier come around the corner, so she looked up and all of a sudden Kier was there and she had the box full of candy. So like she's like went ah, and the candy went everywhere. So I turned around just in time to see candy fly. Kira's like holding onto a clothing rack trying not to piss herself. Lives on the ground fucking dying. The customer I'm saving's losing his mind. I'm fucking
Oh, and he's laughing?
Everybody's just fucking laughing. So, like, Liv's picking up all the candy. Kira's still trying to pick herself off the floor. I'm trying to finish serving this customer. And of course, lo and behold, Dar hears a ruckus, so she comes up front, sees everybody, including the customer, losing her mind. What does she do? Shh, you're being too loud.
Stupid lady.
This is the same woman that if I go into the back of the store to get her and she's not paying attention, I'll go, hey, Dar. And all yours, and she does it so loud that the customers at the front think somebody's dying in the back. So, like, the moment she did that, like, all of us stopped laughing as she walked away. It's like, and Liv's like, but we don't, like, but you can scream and scare the shit out of the customers and nobody bats a fucking eye.
Yeah, she's just mean. She's upset because she's not a part of the laughing. That's why.
Because nobody wants to laugh around her.
Which I don't even know if she does now.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happen to have some free time.
It looks like it's under pressure.
So I investigated. Any guesses? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well.
Oh, big
Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside,
do not run away from me.
but the readings didn't change at all.
Wow, vicious.
Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater?
Alright, you can go.
But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
That's sitting on my lap.
That's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak.
I can't bend that low to access your food dish. So if you want food,
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research.
Oh, great. Risley does research.
There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding.
Still there?
Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontaine.
I'm just doing some story.
A place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third. Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
What is this? I lose Megan just before 11 o'clock every day?
No, she's still here.
Oh, I couldn't. All of a sudden I got the error message.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I didn't get the idea of this plan.
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin? Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining. Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the Fortress of Meripede?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Risley wants to blow up the Fortress of Meripede.
Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your words as a convenient cover?
Risley, fuck.
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
Picking on Jurier and Lorvine.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
I feel like he jokes around with everybody.
No, he's not asking them if they're dating.
Jeez, forget I said anything then.
But you know, they're like, no, I'm not. But, you know, it's not really convincing.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
I don't know why that's funny, but it is.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
That's why I like listening to Paimon.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge ship!
Wait, what? Now I'm a little confused.
This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not much at all.
I thought we were under what?
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves.
Interesting.
He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the Primordial Sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster. Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back. I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
Interesting. I didn't get to the cool scene yet. Just the cool, like, look at this, ooh, ah thing. Alright, I'm gonna shut down the stream because it's 11 o'clock and it's just about time for me to go to bed soon. So I'm gonna say goodnight. And I'll see everybody on Friday. I think I'll probably still do Genshin on Friday. Yeah. So thanks guys for coming and watching. Have a good night.